In today's video, we're going to be talking about stacking goals brand new people who just got started stacking can set as a way of kickstarting the wealth preservation. And I'm also going to be going live in the VIP club tonight around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Link in the description if you want to join, and you only have 2 days left to join the VIP club if you want to get entered into my May giveaway. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and staying safe. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about silver and how much of it I think we should have as we get started stacking. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also, subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to help support the channel by getting some DYDSS merchandise, I would really appreciate it. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. But today is Wednesday, April 28th, 2021. It is currently 81 degrees outside. It's nice and sunny. So check out my office for the day. That's right, I'm filming another video outside because why be inside when you can be outside? Today I wanted to talk about how much silver I think we should have or focus on acquiring as we're getting started. Now, I know that this video might not really be applicable to the overwhelming majority of you watching, because odds are you probably already got started stacking if you're watching this video, but I want to talk to the brand new person who just got started stacking, or maybe is just simply considering getting started stacking. So really quick, I also want to talk about the spot price. Silver, as I'm recording the video, is $26.07, which means it's down about 18 cents. And gold is $17.75 which means it's down about 70 cents. Head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious because what I just mentioned was the spot price as I'm filming the video, not as I'm editing, posting, or as you're watching. So let me know. So I wanted to talk about how much silver is a good goal to set when you're getting started. And by the way, let me get this out of the way quick. Once you hit that goal, in no way, shape, or form am I saying that that's where you stop. That's just what I think is a good point to get to. It's a pretty comfortable point. So first things first, what you have to do is figure out what your monthly expenses are. You have to add them all up, figure out what they equate to. Then I think you should multiply it by 3. Once you get to that number, I think that's how much cash you should have. Metals aside, I think that's how much cash you should have to start. I think a 3-month emergency fund is a good place to start. Once you have that, I would also say double it, but in metals. So obviously the spot price is going to fluctuate, so it's never going to be exact, it's never going to be perfectly even. But for example, let's just say your rent is about $1,500 a month, give or take. Just arbitrary, random, hypothetical number. $1,500 a month rent. $200 a month to go food shopping, grocery store. $300 miscellaneous expenses, such as phone, gassing up the car, etc., etc., etc. And it all totals about $2,000 bucks. Now that's assuming you're living the type of lifestyle that I'm living. Single, no kids, planning on keeping it that way. You have to rearrange the numbers to figure out what makes sense for you. I'm just using a rough example right now. Grand total $2,000 a month. In my opinion, I think you should multiply that by 3, and that should be your cash position for starters. $6,000 as an emergency fund, as a safety net. But I would also say it wouldn't be a half bad idea, in my opinion at least, to have about $6,000 in silver for starters. Now, for those of you who are wondering what $2,000 a month would be in silver, well, according to the current spot price, about $26. We can round that up to the stack price, not the spot price, the stack price, Spot plus about 5 brings it up to about $31. So putting $2,000 into silver at about $31 an ounce today would bring you to about 65 ounces of silver, and that's just for 1 month worth of expenses. Like I said, I don't think it's a bad idea, in my opinion and from my perspective, to multiply that by 3 and that be your goal. That be your starting goal. Something to work towards, something to build onto, something to slowly but surely, or potentially quickly, depending on how much cash you have available. You can work towards it, you can work your way up, climb up the ladder, and boom, you have 3 months worth of expenses packed into silver. Now, like I said, I think that would be a good goal for starters. In no way, shape, or form am I gonna sit here and say that that's where you stop, because the way I'm stacking, there is no stopping. There might be short periods where you gotta postpone the stack. There might be times where you have to take a step away. There might be times where, who knows, 2020 happens and it wakes you up to the fact that, okay, I have some weaknesses. I have some other areas that I need to build up. I have some other areas of the multifaceted preparation system puzzle that I have to work on, such as a method of water purification, like the big Berkey water filter. I'll leave that linked in the description. Or a way of making fruits and vegetables and other foods last a whole lot longer than shelf life, such as the Nesco food dehydrator. I'll leave that linked in the description as well. Or potentially a Jackery 500 portable power station. Leave that linked in the description as well. And of course, last but not least, the Solo Stove Campfire portable fire pit and cooking stove. I will leave that linked in the description as well, just in case anybody wants to read about the products or get one for yourself. The Amazon affiliate links will be in the description. The reason I bring that up is because 2020 was a little bit of an eye-opener for me. Of course, the silver and gold is a way of financially prepping for the long term. Of course, the cash is a way of financially preparing yourself for the short term, but there's other methods of preparation as well. And 2020 was a huge eye-opener to a lot of people. And it was a nice little reminder that you gotta be well-rounded. You gotta be prepared in as many different ways as possible, because you never know what on God's green earth is gonna come your way. But the silver and gold, having 3 months worth of expenses packed into the precious metal, of course it's going to fluctuate. You might put $6,000, if your monthly expenses are $2,000, into silver, and then out of nowhere, spot price goes up by a couple of bucks. Maybe it drops down by a couple of bucks. It's not going to be set in stone. It's not going to be exact. Silver is volatile. It goes up, it goes down. It never stays in one spot. But I think that's a good starting point. I think that's a good goal to set if you're just getting started, to have about 3 months worth of cash saved up and about another 3 months worth of cash packed into the silver. And then at that point, here's what you can do. You can say to yourself, forget 3 months. Let's work on 6 months. Let's double what I just did. Let's triple what I just did. 9 months worth of expenses, just in case, because you never know. Or you could begin working on some more gold. If you haven't gotten started stacking gold, you can continue adding to your cash position as well, which I personally do. I think that's a good idea. Once you have 3 months worth of expenses, I think working your way up to 6 months worth of expenses is a pretty solid idea. Now, it might sound a little bit ridiculous or obnoxious or obsessive or over dramatic to have a cash position above 6 months worth of expenses, but unfortunately, that was another thing 2020 taught me. Because everybody always told me, have 1 to 3 months worth of expenses. I always told myself and others, 1 to 3 months, that doesn't seem all that safe. Why not 3 to 6 months? So for the last couple of years, that's what I had been saying. 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. 3 to 6 months worth of food. 3 to 6 months worth of this, worth of that, worth of this, worth of that. But then when 2020 happened, I said to myself, all right, it's starting to sound a little bit realistic to have a cash position of 12 to 18 months at this point, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to come your way. You don't want to be caught off guard. You want to be well-rounded. You want to be prepared financially and in as many other ways as humanly possible. Of course, that's just in my opinion and from my perspective. I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing on this channel is financial advice. So do your own research, form your own opinions, make your own decisions based off of your conclusions, not mine. However, I don't think saying that you should have a little bit of money set aside in the event of an emergency is financial advice, but I'm gonna play it safe anyway. This is a channel about preparation, so why not prepare myself and not get myself into trouble? But you guys know what I'm talking about. Now, the reason I've always said that 3 to 6 months worth of expenses being tucked away, just in case, I always thought that was a good idea, because I've been in situations myself where out of nowhere, get your job taken away from you. That happened to me twice, actually 3 times in 2020. I got 2 of my 3 jobs taken away from me. One of the 2 that were taken away, I got back, and then it got taken away again during the second shutdown. Then it reopened again. But point being is, who's to say it's going to reopen? Still, to this day, it's been 13 months, and I still don't have that other job. The first job that got taken. Still haven't gone back. It's been over a year. So who's to say that your primary source of income won't get taken away? Who's to say that your number 1 stream of revenue won't be stripped from you? And who's to say you're going to get it back at all? Don't forget, it's been almost 14 months of this lockdown. Remember what they said on day 1? They said it was going to be 14 days. And guess what? You want to know who said at the very beginning, during the whole first 14 days, you want to know who said it starts with 14 days, and 14 days can very easily turn into 14 weeks, and 14 weeks can very easily turn into 14 months? You want to know who said that? This guy right here. I said that in March and April of 2020. Did I know that all of this was going to happen? Absolutely not. I can't predict the future. I'm not a false prophet. I'm not going to sit here and say God told me. I'm not going to sit here and say that I can make all these predictions and I can see the future. In no way, shape, or form am I going to say that, because that's not true. The reason I said that was because I knew it was possible. And the reason I knew it was possible is because anything's possible. When I said it could turn into 14 months, I didn't think it was going to. I just said it was possible, because you never know, which is why you need to be prepared. So coming around full circle, being that job security doesn't exist anymore. There's no such thing as job security, and that's something that I've been saying since long before 2020. That is a thing of the past. No such thing as job security anymore. If you think your job is 100% guaranteed, absolute, essential, it may be, but it can still get taken away. Anything can happen. So I think it's best to prepare. I think it's best to stay focused. I think it's best to work hard and focus on the future and do what you can now to combat problems of the future before you're face to face with the problem and forced to scramble. That's just my mentality. That's always been my mentality. That's actually been my mentality since before I even discovered silver and gold stacking as a concept. I had been living this way years before silver and gold, years before I discovered the realm of prepping. I was prepping before I knew prepping was a thing, because I got caught in a pretty bad situation due to a really rough hurricane back in, I think, 2012 or 2013, Hurricane Sandy. It was about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, absolutely no power. Now back then, it's a pretty big deal. Might not sound like that big of a deal, but guess what? If you're not prepared for it, it's a big deal. And I made a promise to myself that I'm never going to let myself get caught in a situation like that ever again, whether it be storm damage, whether it be finances, whether it be food, water purification. I never want to get caught off guard again. And guess what? I probably will get caught off guard again. But I'll be better off next time than I was last time. And I think there's a lot of people who got woken up last year and can probably agree with me on that right there. I probably hit home. I probably resonated with somebody by saying what I just said. So I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know. To the person out there who is just getting started, maybe they just started a couple days, couple weeks ago. I've actually got comments on my videos recently from people saying that they just got started stacking today or yesterday. They just said they just picked up their first handful of silver, their first little gold coin, their first piece of precious metal in their life. They just picked it up less than 24 hours ago. I've gotten comments from people like that. So to those people right there, the people who are brand new to the game, what do you think would be a solid goal for them? A realistic, reasonable, achievable goal. I'm a huge believer in setting small goals. Of course, it's a pretty good idea to have, massive, monstrous goals. I have some of those myself. But I think it's important to have small, achievable goals. That way you can obliterate through those goals, and all of that motivation, all of that enthusiasm, the momentum doesn't die down. You just keep going, going. Boom, goal number 1, done. 2, done. 3, done. 4, done. You work your way up. That's what I think is a good idea. But what do you think is a good goal for starters? Like I said, about 3 months worth of cash, and 3 months worth of cash put into silver and gold, in my opinion, from my perspective, not a financial advisor. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic and what you think a good goal is for somebody who just got started stacking the precious metals. And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller and easier to manage. I will be going live tonight, by the way, around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come hang out. I'm also posting exclusive VIP-only adventure vlogs. I'm doing giveaways. I have one going on right now. Join before May 1st to automatically get entered. That's all you have to do. Simply become a VIP club member. You have 2 days left to join. And I'm also doing discounts, personalized promo codes, shout-outs, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to hit that subscribe button like a Karen hits a bus window. Or you can hit the subscribe button like Masvidal hit the canvas the other night. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Bunch of brand new videos over there. Just posted one last night about picking up silver and gold online. Also one about recovery stocks, one about the tech stock sell-off, one about the credit card crackdown, and a bunch of others. Go check them out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 3,000 subscribers. We just hit 2,000, and I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products. T-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations at no additional cost to you. It comes out of my pocket, not yours. And, of course, the brand new, last but not least, DYDSS Karen Free Zone t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug.
My name is not Karen.
Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again, when it comes to starting to stack, what do you think a solid goal is for the beginners out there? Do you think having 1 to 3 months worth of expenses set aside in cash, 1 to 3 months worth of expenses packed into silver, maybe some gold? You think 3 to 6 months is a little bit more reasonable, a little bit more realistic? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.